Imagine a colossal wall of ice. It stretches for thousands of miles. It is taller than any building made by man. This is the Great Ice Wall. Many believe it surrounds the continent of Antarctica. But is it just a natural formation? Or is it something more? Could it be a barrier? A colossal gate to another world, perhaps? The sheer scale of this icy rampart defies easy explanation. It stands as a silent, frozen sentinel at the bottom of our world, guarding secrets we are yet to comprehend or even imagine. What mysteries does it hide from our curious eyes? This immense barrier of ice and snow has captivated explorers for centuries, yet so much of it remains unexplored. It is a truly hostile environment, cold and unforgiving, but what if its purpose is not just to be cold? What if it was designed or chosen to keep us out, or perhaps to keep something else in? The official story tells us it is simply the edge of the Antarctic ice sheet. But could this be too simple an answer for such a monumental structure? The questions linger, frozen in the biting winds that sweep across its desolate surface. Why does this wall exist in such a perfect encircling manner? Is it purely the work of nature's patient hand over millennia? Or does its uniformity suggest an intelligence, a design far beyond our current understanding? Think of the ancient wonders of the world. The pyramids, Stonehenge. Were they built by primitive people alone, or did they have help? Perhaps this ice wall is another such wonder, a wonder far larger, far more mysterious than anything we have acknowledged before. Its existence challenges our perception of the known world. The ice wall is not just a geographical feature, it is a symbol of the unknown, a symbol of boundaries. Boundaries of our knowledge and perhaps boundaries of our reality. What if, beyond this frozen curtain, lies a truth that could rewrite everything we think we know about our planet, about our history, about ourselves? The ice is thick, the silence is deep, but the questions it poses are louder than any storm. We must dare to ask them. We must dare to seek the answers, no matter how unsettling they might be. Consider the ancient maps. Maps drawn long before modern exploration. The Piri Reis map, for instance, it was created in 1513. It shows parts of Antarctica, but it shows them without ice. How is this possible? Antarctica was not officially discovered until centuries later, and its ice-free state existed thousands, perhaps millions of years ago. Did ancient cartographers possess knowledge we have lost? Or did they copy from even older sources? From a forgotten advanced civilization that knew the world as it once was. Then there is the Oronteus Phineus map, drawn in 1531. It too depicts Antarctica. It shows rivers and coastlines beneath the ice. How could anyone in the 16th century know these details? Mainstream science struggles to explain this. They offer theories of coincidence or misinterpretation. But are these explanations enough? Or are they attempts to fit inconvenient facts into a comfortable, established narrative? These maps are not just curiosities, they are powerful pieces of evidence. Evidence that our ancestors knew more than we give them credit for, much more. What about the legends of lost lands, Atlantis, Lemuria, Hyperborea? Are these just myths, fantasies of imaginative storytellers, or are they distorted memories of real places, places that vanished beneath the waves or perhaps were hidden away? Could these legendary civilizations have found refuge beyond the ice wall? Could they have preserved their knowledge, their culture, their advanced technology in a secret realm shielded from the cataclysms that befell the rest of the world? The stories persist across cultures, across millennia, hinting at something profound. These whispers from the past are too numerous to ignore. They speak of a time when the world was different, when humanity, or perhaps beings who were not entirely human, possessed incredible understanding. Perhaps these maps are not just drawings of land, perhaps they are keys to a hidden history, keys to a world beyond the ice, a world that waits to be rediscovered, a world that could change our understanding of who we are and where we come from. The answers might be buried deep, not just under ice, but under layers of forgotten time. Ancient myths from around the globe tell intriguing stories of lands hidden beyond icy barriers. Consider Norse mythology. They spoke of Jotunheim, the land of the fearsome giants. It was said to lie across vast frozen wastes. Could this be a folk memory? A memory of a real place, a real civilization separated from them by an impassable ice domain. The descriptions are vivid. They speak of a cold, remote world. A world that sounds remarkably like what might lie beyond the Antarctic ice wall. Look to the ancient Greeks. They told tales of Hyperborea, a paradise, a land of eternal spring. It was located far to the north, beyond the reach of the cold north wind, Boreas. While geographically opposite to Antarctica, the theme is similar, a hidden, almost magical land separated from the known world by an extreme climate. What if north was a symbolic direction, or what if there are multiple such hidden realms at both poles of our planet? These stories are not isolated. They echo a common theme of inaccessible, wondrous places. In the east, Tibetan legends speak of Shambhala, a hidden kingdom of wisdom and peace. It is said to be concealed high in the Himalayas, or perhaps in a more mystical, unreachable location, a place shielded from the corruption and chaos of the outside world. Access to Shambhala is said to be incredibly difficult, reserved only for the worthy. Could this too be a reference to a civilization that chose isolation? A civilization that perhaps resides beyond the Great Ice Wall, preserving ancient knowledge and waiting for a time when humanity is ready to receive it. Are these all mere coincidences? So many diverse cultures telling similar stories, stories of hidden paradises, lands of giants, or kingdoms of supreme wisdom, all located beyond impenetrable barriers of ice or mountains? I think not. It is more likely that these myths are fragmented memories, echoes of a profound truth. A truth about our planet and its secret inhabitants, a truth that suggests the world we see is not the complete picture. There is more, much more, hidden beyond the ice, waiting. So what exactly could be thriving beyond this colossal ice wall? The possibilities are as vast as the frozen expanse itself. One compelling theory suggests the existence of a preserved ancient civilization. Imagine people who survived a great global cataclysm, an event that wiped out most life on Earth or forced them to seek refuge. They could have found safety in a unique, sheltered environment beyond the ice. An environment perhaps warmed by geothermal activity, hidden from the devastation that reshaped the rest of the planet. Perhaps these survivors are the direct descendants of the legendary Atlanteans, or the Lemurians, or another advanced culture spoken of in our oldest texts. Civilizations that possessed knowledge and technology far beyond what our history books admit. They could have anticipated the catastrophe. They could have prepared a sanctuary, a place to safeguard their wisdom, their science, their way of life. They might have been living there for thousands of years, developing in isolation, unknown to the new civilizations that arose from the ashes on our side of the wall. But what if the inhabitants are not human as we know them? What if they are beings who arrived on this planet long ago, visitors from the stars, gods who decided to stay, creating their own isolated haven? Our myths are filled with sky beings, star people who interacted with early humans. Did they all leave, or did some remain, choosing a secluded part of Earth, like the land beyond the ice wall, as their permanent abode? This would explain their advanced technology and why they choose to remain hidden from our often chaotic world. The environment itself could be alien to us, a world with unique flora and fauna evolved in isolation. Perhaps a world where the very laws of physics operate slightly differently due to geothermal energies or other unknown phenomena. Geothermal vents beneath the ice could create vast, warm caverns. Entire ecosystems could thrive in these hidden oases, bathed in an internal light. The possibilities are truly mind-boggling. A lost world, a separate evolution, an alien enclave, any of these could be waiting for discovery just beyond that impenetrable curtain of ice. Section 5, Guardians of the Gate, the Keepers of the Secret. If such a remarkable world exists beyond the ice wall, why do we not know about it? Is it simply too remote, too difficult to reach, or is there a more deliberate reason for its secrecy? Could there be guardians, protectors of this hidden realm? Perhaps powerful forces in our own world are aware of what lies beyond, and they are actively working to keep it a secret from the general population. A global conspiracy of silence designed to prevent a truth that could shatter our current paradigms. Consider the Antarctic Treaty System. Officially, it promotes scientific research and bans military activity, a noble goal on the surface, but could its true purpose be something else entirely? Could it be a carefully constructed agreement among the world's powers to restrict access, to manage the information that comes out of Antarctica, to prevent independent explorers or researchers from stumbling upon something they are not meant to see? The level of control and secrecy surrounding the continent is, to say the least, highly suspicious. Many areas are off limits. Why? There are countless stories of unexplained military presence in and around Antarctica. Reports of unidentified aircraft, strange naval maneuvers, no-fly zones that appear without logical explanation. Are these just routine operations? Or are they part of a larger effort to monitor and control the gateway to this hidden world? Who are these forces truly working for? And what are they protecting? Or whom are they protecting us from? The questions multiply, the answers remain elusive, shrouded in official denial and classified documents. Perhaps the guardians are not modern governments, perhaps there are older protectors. The inhabitants of the hidden world themselves, or beings allied with them, they might possess technology or abilities far beyond our own, capable of deterring unwanted visitors, capable of maintaining their isolation. They might be watching us, waiting for a time when we are mature enough, peaceful enough, to handle the truth of their existence. Until then, the ice wall remains a barrier, not just of ice, but of deliberate, guarded secrecy. Section 6. Anomalies and unexplained phenomena, clues in the ice. The Antarctic continent is a hotbed of strange anomalies and unexplained phenomena. These are not mere fictions. Many are documented by scientists and explorers. There are persistent reports of unusual radar readings, objects detected moving at incredible speeds under the ice or in the air, magnetic disturbances that defy conventional explanation. Are these simply equipment malfunctions in a harsh environment? Or are they indicators of something else, something technological, something not of our making, hidden beneath the frozen surface? Then there are the discoveries of structures that seem out of place. Satellite imagery has revealed formations that look remarkably like pyramids, perfectly shaped, aligned with cardinal directions. Geologists are quick to label them as natural rock formations, nunataks, or pyramidal peaks shaped by wind and ice. But are they? Could some of them be artificial? The remnants of ancient constructions, or even active bases camouflaged by snow and time? The resemblance to known ancient structures around the world is too striking to dismiss lightly. Consider the famous, though controversial, alleged diary of Admiral Richard E. Byrd. He was a renowned polar explorer. His supposed secret log from a 1947 flight speaks of flying into a lush green land beyond the North Pole, populated by flying machines and an advanced civilization. While this account often refers to the Arctic, similar stories and theories have been linked to Antarctica and a hole or entrance at the South Pole. Could Byrd have stumbled upon one of these hidden worlds? Was his experience suppressed, his diary hidden or discredited to maintain the secret? These anomalies are clues, breadcrumbs scattered across the icy landscape. Each one taken alone might be explained away, but taken together, they paint a picture of a continent far more mysterious than we are led to believe. Unidentified submerged objects, or USOs, have been tracked entering and leaving Antarctic waters. Strange lights are seen in the sky. Unusual seismic activity is recorded. Is this all just nature at its most extreme? Or is it evidence of activity, evidence of a presence, evidence of a world beyond the ice wall, making its existence known through these subtle yet persistent signs? Section 7. Scientific skepticism versus unexplained mysteries. Of course, mainstream science approaches these ideas with great skepticism, and understandably so from their perspective. Scientists demand concrete, repeatable proof. They point to the extreme cold of Antarctica, the crushing pressure of the ice, the lack of sunlight for months. How could any complex civilization as we imagine it survive in such conditions? These are valid points. According to our current understanding of biology and physics, it seems impossible. But is our current understanding complete? The official narrative is that Antarctica is a desolate, lifeless wasteland of ice, valuable only for scientific research into climate and geology. Any suggestion of hidden civilizations or advanced ancient technology is often relegated to the realm of pseudoscience or fanciful fiction. The scientific method relies on evidence that can be tested and verified, and clear, undeniable proof of a world beyond the ice wall has not yet been presented to the public. Or has it, and it was simply suppressed or ignored by those who control the flow of information? Yet even scientists admit that Antarctica is one of the least understood places on Earth. Vast areas beneath the ice remain completely unexplored. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the bedrock of Antarctica. Subglacial lakes like Lake Vostok have been discovered, containing ecosystems that have been isolated for millions of years. If microbial life can exist in such extreme conditions, who is to say what else might have adapted or found refuge in geothermally heated caverns or valleys shielded from the worst of the cold? The history of science is filled with examples of widely accepted theories being overturned by new discoveries. What's considered impossible today might be accepted fact tomorrow. Perhaps our current scientific models are too limited. Perhaps they do not account for forms of energy or technology that an advanced, hidden civilization might possess. The unexplained mysteries persist. The anomalies continue. To dismiss them all outright simply because they don't fit our current worldview is not true scientific inquiry. It is dogma. And dogma has always been the enemy of progress. Section 8. The technology of the ancients surviving the impossible. If a civilization truly exists beyond the ice wall, how could they possibly survive? The Antarctic environment is arguably the harshest on our planet. Freezing temperatures, hurricane-force winds, months of darkness. Survival there would require technology far beyond anything publicly known to our own civilization. But what if they possessed such technology? What if they are the inheritors of knowledge from a golden age, from a time when gods walked the earth and shared their secrets with humankind? Imagine them harnessing geothermal energy on a massive scale. The Earth's internal heat, a powerful and inexhaustible source. They could have created vast subterranean cities warmed from below, caverns illuminated by artificial suns, hydroponic gardens providing endless food. Perhaps they mastered zero-point energy or other forms of power that our science is only beginning to theorize about. Such energy sources would make the challenges of the Antarctic climate trivial. They could create their own paradise, hidden beneath a protective shell of ice. Perhaps their ancestors were not originally from Earth. If they were extraterrestrial visitors, their biology might be different. They might be naturally adapted to colder climates, or their technology for interstellar travel would surely include advanced life support systems capable of creating any environment they desired. They could have chosen Antarctica for its isolation, a perfect hiding place on a developing planet, a place to observe, to study, or simply to live in peace, far from the turbulent affairs of emerging human societies. The megalithic structures found around the world, the pyramids, Sacsayhuaman, Baalbek, hint at lost technologies. Stones weighing hundreds, even thousands of tons, cut and moved with impossible precision. Who built these? And how could the same intelligence, the same ancient astronauts or their human disciples be responsible for creating a viable, technologically advanced sanctuary beyond the ice wall? Their ability to manipulate matter and energy would be key. The survival of a civilization in such a place is not impossible. It simply requires a level of technology that we have forgotten, or perhaps are not yet meant to rediscover. Section 9, a new genesis if the wall falls. What would happen if the ice wall were breached? Or if it melted due to climate change, revealing what lies beyond? The discovery of a hidden civilization, an entire world within our world, would be the single most profound event in human history. It would shatter our understanding of geography, of history, of biology, of our very place in the cosmos. Everything we thought we knew would be questioned. Our religions, our philosophies, our scientific certainties, all would face an unprecedented challenge. Imagine making contact. How would humanity react? With fear, with aggression, with wonder? Could we handle the truth? A truth that we are not alone, not even on our own planet. A truth that other intelligent life, perhaps far older and wiser, has coexisted with us in secret for millennia. The implications for our global society would be immense. It could unite us, forcing us to see ourselves as one species in a much larger, more complex reality. Or it could divide us further, leading to conflict over new resources, new knowledge, or simply out of fear of the unknown. The knowledge held by such a civilization could be transformative. Solutions to our most pressing problems, disease, pollution, war, energy scarcity, might be within their grasp. They could offer us a path to a better future, a new golden age. But would we be worthy of such gifts, or would we seek to exploit their knowledge, their technology, for our own selfish ends, just as we have so often done throughout our history? The encounter would be a test, a test of our maturity as a species. The fall of the ice wall, whether literal or metaphorical, would mark a new beginning, a new genesis for humanity. It could be the catalyst for an evolutionary leap in consciousness, or it could be the trigger for chaos and confusion. The stakes are incredibly high. The mysteries of Antarctica, of the ice wall, are not just idle curiosities. They may hold the key to our past and, more importantly, to our future. The day the truth is revealed will be the day our world changes forever. Are we ready for it? The silence from beyond the ice is deafening, but the message it might one day send could redefine existence itself.